So hello again and welcome to part 4 of your project with Love Lingerie. As discussed in part 3, I just wanted to show you in this session just how to finish off the last parts of your project if you are making some knickers. So just to recap, in part 3 I showed you how to attach your knicker elastic, and I showed you how to attach that to both of the openings of your underwear, so on one side and then again on the other side of your leg openings. I also showed you how to attach the knicker elastic along the top of your underwear. So today I just wanted to show you just how to finish off those last little bits and pieces of your project. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to have the right sides facing together, and then I'm just going to pin along the edges here in order to pin the two pieces together. So what you need to do is basically line them up as much as possible so that you get a seamless join. So I'm going to line them up there along the elastic and there, so that the edges are exactly in the right place. So I'm just going to pin that into place now. So as you can see, I pop a pin in there, and then I'm going to pop another pin in the part where the elastic is for the leg openings as well. That way you will ensure a seamless finish. So I'm just going to pop a pin in there as well and hold those two pieces together. So you can see the two pins there, one along that top elastic and one there along the opening of the leg opening. I'm now going to also just add another pin just in here, just to give that a little further stability while I am sewing. So the next thing I'm going to do, now that I've put my 3 pins in place, is I'm going to put that under the foot, and I'm just going to do a normal straight stitch all the way along the edge here. So as you're placing it under the foot, making sure that everything stays in place as it should and everything is aligned. You don't want that elastic to move, because if it does, then when you come to sew, it will not be aligned nicely and matching up with a seamless finish. So now that I've got that in place, I can take at least one of the pins out and drop the needle. And so as I said before, this is just a standard straight stitch that I'm going to run all the way down the side here. Just going to remove that bottom pin. And I can see that the elastic has just come out of place there, so I'm now going to realign that and bring the foot down again. And just finish that off with the back stitch. So as you can see, I run the stitch along there, and we've just got these loose bits here, but that is now securely joined, and it is a nice finish on either side there along the top and along the leg opening. Now what I'm going to do, if you have a serger yourself, you can just trim this edge up along here further with a nice trimming off finish, just to finish it off and give it a nice edging. And I will go over to my serger now and do that. If you don't have a serger, however, you can just run a zigzag stitch along the edge there just to stop that from fraying and trim those up, just to finish it off. But I'm just going to go and move over to my serger right now, and I'll be back in a minute. And so I have trimmed that up nicely along there. I've now got a straight edge, and it's just nicely overlocked, and you can see the little threads here that I've got from the overlocker. So I'm going to tidy those up now, and by doing that I basically just This is the back side of the your underwear, and so I'm going to turn that towards the back, and I'm going to tuck those little bits down under the side there, and I'm now just going to place those under the foot of the sewing machine, and I'm just going to run a straight stitch just across there just to hold these little bits in place. These are just some little tips that you can use just to finish your undergarment off. So I'm just going to do that now. And of course, just tidying up any loose threads that you may have. And so that is one part there, just nicely stitched along there and held down. I'm now going to turn this part towards the back, and I'm going to do exactly the same with that one. And then when you come around to the other side, you will have one here as well, which you will just do the same with, and that just tidies up those little pieces there and finishes off your product. And so there you have it, my finished product. That's my 4-way stretch lace underwear. So that ends our project working together. I hope you have enjoyed working with me in Love Lingerie on the 4-part project. I hope that you have taken some learnings away from the project. I look forward to seeing you all again next year in 2023. So once again, thank you for watching, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'm more than happy to get back to you if you have any questions that you'd like to ask. Otherwise, yeah, enjoy your projects, and I look forward to seeing you next year.